Hey everyone, it's Louisa here again. I hope you had a good week. Before we dive into this week's video, I just wanted to thank everybody for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. Yay, a big milestone. Here's some footage we took with mom and dad when we celebrated with some cake.
Today is the celebration of 1,000 subscribers of Saving Siskola.
What a lovely cake you made, Dad. Thank you so much. Let's try it.
You are welcome.
What kind of cake is this?
It is Santiago's cake.
Okay. It's almond, right? It has almond meal, almond flour. This was very thoughtful. Wow, it's nice. Thank you everybody who has subscribed. Delicious, Papa. About a year ago, I did a video about interior design and decorating by showing some beautiful screen captures from Instagram, and it was the most popular video I have made to this day. So I wanted to make a similar video for this week. Those who have followed me before know that I love design and decorating. For Siskola, my plan is to make a country-style rural homestead with rustic antique wooden furniture and natural materials, with an effortless-looking, homey feel. I want to create a space where time slows down and you can really get a sense of history. I want the decor to reflect a Finnish peasantry farmhouse and not, for example, feel like you're in a villa in France. Siskola should have a feel of a cottage or country house, so it should emit warmth and coziness in wintertime, but still feel fresh and airy in the summer. Country style has been around for decades, and it's a look that has remained consistently popular while steadily evolving over time. It is a style that varies a lot depending on where in the world you are located, but the philosophy is the same everywhere: to make a space that brings memories of a simple time, that invites a slower pace of living. Since we are located in Finland, I will concentrate on a more Nordic and Scandinavian approach to style and decor. This video won't be as structured as the previous one I made about country houses. I will instead concentrate on showing random lovely pictures from my favorite Instagram accounts. Instagram is a great platform to find inspiration, so let's just jump into it. I have many favorite Instagram accounts that I follow, but I will start with some that suits the style I imagine for Siskola best. Marjamäen Tarinoita, The Tales of Berry Hill, is a profile with a beautiful little red cottage that looks a lot like Siskola. It is one of my all-time favorite Finnish profiles. I mentioned it briefly in my previous decor video, but I wanted to elevate it a bit more in this one. Every post is put together with such effort, accompanied with a lovely little story. Even if you can't read in Finnish, every picture tells a story by itself, and the amazing atmosphere in them is tangible. The heart of the cottage is the enormous wood-burning baking oven that takes up a huge chunk of the kitchen. But still, Marjamäen Tarinoita manages to make the kitchen look very homey and quite functional. The decor is very traditional and Finnish looking, with lots of old wooden furniture, just as I imagined to have at Siskola one day. You can find many beautiful rustic decoration details in every room. Hand-woven rag carpets on the floor, lace curtains in the windows, baskets, old pots and pans, antique peasantry furniture, draped bed canopies, you name it. This home is so inviting and cozy. It has a lot of decorations, but somehow it doesn't make it look too cluttered or stuffy, but still feels light, clean and airy. This profile is so perfect, you can spend hours on it just reading the lovely tales of Berry Hill. Next, let's go to our neighboring country Sweden to take a look at the Instagram profile name Gammsystrar, which means stepsisters. The description says in a humorous way, "The ravages of time are visible here, the floors creak, the walls are crooked, and the girls aren't pristine either." This profile is gorgeous, packed with professionally taken pictures, creating the most magnificent atmosphere. The view from the old windows looking into the field throughout the seasons are inspiring, and the many thought of details at this home oozes incredible cozy vibes. Every item seems like it was carefully handpicked to be part of the house. Every piece of pottery and every piece of furniture looks handmade a long time ago by the best craftsmen and artisans you can imagine. The picture with lilacs on the distressed bureau, simply perfection. I can smell the flower just by looking at this picture. The mismatching patterns in the armchairs and the sofa that go perfectly together. I recognize this wallpaper from Borås Wallpapers called Rosenvinge or Rosewing in English, that I also liked as well. Gammsystrar really captures the essence or atmosphere of a peaceful and cozy rural country home. Time truly stands still here. Målarsgården, the painter's yard, is a Finnish Instagram profile from Ostrobotnia with two traditional log-frame buildings from the end of the 1800s. The older one is called Farfarshuset, or in English, grandfather's house. It is beautifully being renovated by a young couple in their 20s in Pensala village. The place looks like a rural dream in soft tones, with beadboards from floor to ceiling, impressive skirting boards, a various selection of wonderful wallpapers, painted wooden floors, and lovely odd-looking light switches that go with the age of the house. Grandfather's house also has a stunning and gigantic open fireplace that I imagine heats up the whole house in wintertime. What is more cozy and inviting than that? There are so many fantastic details in the houses. Sheer lace curtains, floral towels, and hand-weaved rag carpets in Nordic colors. And take a look at this amazing dresser. The upper part looks very old with the faded decorational folkloric paintings. If I could find a dresser like this, I would be over the moon. It would also be interesting to paint one myself, should I at one point have the opportunity and time to do so. Let's move on to another lovely Finnish Instagram account called Talo, ahon, laidalla, or in English, the house on the edge of the meadow. It is a family of 5 that lives in a new house that has been built in the old traditional way with a log frame. It has the look and feel of an old house, but the commodities of a modern home. It even has all the details that makes it look like a house from the 19th century, like the wood-burning stove in the kitchen made of cast iron and a handsome tiled stove. You would never guess that the house is not 100 years old. Maria has a good eye for a peasantry decoration style with antique furniture and exquisite color combinations. Here is another dresser to die for. I really love the hue of the red color it has. It goes surprisingly well with the dark log walls. I find the contrast of the white painted ceilings and the dark wood rafters and log walls really appealing. This is the look I'm going for at Siskola as well. At the moment, my plan is also to have light grey floors, similar or a bit darker to what they have here. I love the balance of colors and harmonious feel that this Instagram profile depicts. Here are some nice details from Talo, ahon, laidalla. I love this kind of old towel blankets that used to be popular back in the day to hide the kitchen towels. You might recognize this poster if you have seen my previous videos where I bought one just like this in the antique fair at Billnes. It was a bit damaged and unfortunately it also got some ugly spots when transporting it to the car in the rain. This profile is a good example of how much power interior design has and how much the choice of the right furniture and decorations can make to give the house a certain look and feel. A stunning result for sure. Here is another magnificent piece of antique furniture, a stunning dresser from 1820. It is really hard to find this kind of patina anywhere. This is also a lovely, quite traditional looking dresser with some Norwegian folkloric vibes. The red hue of the wood looks amazing with the green hues of the decorated panels. Here are a few other country-style cupboards that I really like as well. Any of these I would be happy to get. I don't know if I can fit one in the kitchen though, since it's quite small and also has a low ceiling height. As some of you might know, I am passionate about old plate racks. I will have one in Siskola's kitchen one day for sure. The more distressed and worn it looks, the better. Since Siskola is surrounded by forest and wild nature, I also want to bring nature inside with flowers and plants, but also with natural materials like wicker, jute, rattan and driftwood. I also like sisal, wool, linen and rough cotton fabrics. I imagine myself sitting at the kitchen table with a rough linen tablecloth on it, with traditional striped towels hanging from a chunky towel rack on the log wall, or with a towel cover. I imagine a sheer cotton curtain above the kitchen window and lace curtains in the bedroom. I would love to decorate with pottery, wooden containers, old suitcases and wooden chests, antique educational school posters, botanical posters, watercolors and nature pictures framed in pretty vintage frames. I also love ceramics, enamelware, baskets and all kind of storage boxes, as well as decoration details in leather, brass, copper or wrought and cast iron. I really loved the dark log wall in the bedroom, but I also really want to use wallpaper somewhere. And since it is so expensive, the small bedroom would be an ideal place for it. If you haven't seen my video about wallpaper inspirations, you might enjoy that. Let me show you a recap from some of my favorite ones so far, from Pilgren ja Ritolan tapettitehdas and Boråstapeter. I know it's still a while to be able to decorate Siskola, but it's nice to dream about it. And as Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. See you again next week. Bye bye!